for joining me for the second video in the series. I'm doing an infidelity series. This is number 2, and I made the first one came out yesterday. The first one is about the psychology of infidelity and cheating on our spouses, and the psychology of why we may date or be attracted to married people. I advise you watch that one first before you watch this one. So this one today, it's about some of the damages. I'm not going to dive too deeply into what goes on in the brain and chemicals. If you're interested in stuff like this, you can watch videos I've made that are in my Healing c-ptsd playlist. And I dive deep into what happens to our nervous system, our brains, the chemical reaction to stuff like this. But today I want to get into the damage to our psyche, the damage to our relationships, to our loved ones, stuff like this. I don't think this will be very long. To our psyche, our self, so damaging to cheat on our partners and to also date married people. Low self-worth and low self-respect are two big things here. Low self-worth, your self-worth goes way down if you cheat or if you have a relationship with a committed married person. No self-respect, none. Guilt and shame are huge. Guilt and shame. And I make a lot of videos about narcissistic people who may lack empathy and compassion, may not have regret or remorse. But no matter who you are a member of society, and that is vitally important to your life, to who you are. And everybody knows it's wrong. So if you don't even have empathy or compassion, so you don't have regret or remorse for cheating on your spouse, you still know it's wrong. You'll carry guilt from society. You'll carry shame because you can do a wrong thing and make a mistake, and that means you've done something bad or wrong, but you keep doing it, and it's internalized as a bad or wrong person. Shame. And this goes towards people who date married people. All of the information, it doesn't matter. I'll tell you why. Because a major part of who we are our values, what we morally value. And I morally value at the very top of my value list, which is a true, authentic part of myself, of who I am. I value honesty, I value integrity, I value loyalty, I value respect for other people, and I value self-respect. I cannot if I cheat. I cannot say I'm honest, I have integrity, I respect people when I cheat on my wife. You cannot have both. You can't. And, I've dove into this so much about, you ask anyone in the world, do you value those things? Oh yeah, but not everybody does. If you do, if you value those things, you're telling me in the world, that's who you are. And if you go and cheat and lie, and hurt people, that's not who you are. So when you do these things, you compromise who you are. And that's not easy to get back, as a lot of you may know, may be discovering this. It's not easy to be a piece of crap and be a greatest person ever afterwards. I'll tell you why. But the problem is, it's not just I'm a cheater or I'm a liar. It's who we allow into our life. And if you're going to allow a cheater and a liar into your life, you don't value respect, honesty, integrity, self-respect, and loyalty. You can't. You can't allow that into your life and keep your values. You have to compromise them, pick them up, and throw them away every single day. Would you be friends with a bank robber? Now, I know that's a violent crime, but besides that it's not safe, maybe, why wouldn't you be friends with bank robbers and tell everyone, hey, this is Eric. He's a bank robber. He robs banks for a living. You couldn't. You can't. You can't be true to you. You can't be you to allow people like that in your life. And it goes all the way down to lying and cheating. You can't allow it in your life and say, I value honesty, integrity, respect. You Totally lose yourself. And now this is who you are. This is who you are now. You're somebody that doesn't care about honesty and integrity and respect for others and self-respect and loyalty. Garbage to you. And if you say you still value those, then you don't know who you are. Cheating in a relationship. Period, we fix it or end it. We have problems and we fix them. And if we can't, we end them. But cheating, even if you're the spouse, even if you're the victim of cheating, you're not learning how to have a successful relationship. It's not easy. We have to learn this as we go. Our parents give us a lot, and then we start trial and error on our own. Not having a successful relationship, having a partner that cheats on you, you cheating on your partner is stressful. It's so stressful. I don't care, like I said, if you don't have empathy or compassion. It doesn't even bother you that you're cheating and lying on your partner. One of the biggest reasons is this means emotional needs are not being met. The single most important thing in your life. And I preach these all the time, so I'm not going to do that today. Emotional needs are the most important need in your life. It's like saying it's more important than oxygen. And it is. We value it more. We as human beings don't care about just staying alive. Don't need to. We need to live. We need to have emotional security. We need to have emotional privacy. We need to have emotional autonomy. We need to have emotional connection and many more. It is one thing if we're single and alone and don't have this and don't know anybody, but it's a whole different story when we're in a committed relationship and we're not having them met. It's damaging. It's stressful. It lowers your self-worth, your self-esteem. It gives you shame and guilt. Causes massive stress. No meaning. No purpose. You cannot cheat on your partner and pretend that your life or your relationship has meaning or purpose. No, it doesn't. None. None. What? What is the meaning and purpose? I want to grow old with my spouse? Yeah, well, she wouldn't want to grow old with you if she knew what you were doing. But here's the deal. Because I've helped people who have cheated. And if you cheat, you're not a bad person. You're just doing something bad, something wrong. And I've helped people that have cheated on their spouses, and they're good people. But all I have to ask anyone who's cheating is, do you think they would cheat on you? They may not. They may not be that type of person. But emotional needs are emotional. And we must feel secure in the relationships that we have, that our partner will be there for us no matter what, especially when we're down. Well, you know damn well they wouldn't be if they knew what you were doing. The fear of getting caught. No security, no autonomy, no privacy. It's all bullshit. And it's massive, massive stress in your life and your partner's. Obviously your partner doesn't have security. It's false. You're cheating. But you can't feel secure either, right? What do thieves always think? You're stealing. What do liars always think? You're lying. What do cheaters always think? You're cheating. In all relationships that are based on cheating, whether it's a husband or a wife or a boyfriend or girlfriend that's cheating on their partners with someone else, and that partner, the third party, the third wheel, both. This causes dependency. Someone who is a serial cheater is a dopamine addict, period. A dopamine addict. A man wants to make women happy. A woman wants to feel emotionally secure. They don't know what they're doing when they're cheating. And a woman who's dating a married man doesn't know what she's doing. She has to lie to herself. Yes, he'll lie, but so do you. You have to lie. This up and down, because every single relationship, that's what I was getting at, is up and down. Husbands and wives can't necessarily stay at your house every night and cheat. They can't go on long vacations. They can't impulsively hook up and get together and do things. They can't share everything. They cannot meet your emotional needs, and you can't meet theirs, no matter how hard you try. And it's a dopamine supply. They get a rush of dopamine. Cheating is a dopamine rush. Not even the actual act or being with you or sex or orgasm or whatever it is that you guys are doing. It's a dopamine rush. It has nothing to do with you. They get their dopamine rush and then they're gone. And they'll blame their wives. I can't stay tonight. I have to go home. I'll get caught. She said this and that. No, just using you. This up and down, I love you. I hate you. I'm so glad to be with you. Got to be gone with my family. Oh, sex was good. Bye. I want to be with you. I'm going to leave my wife for you. No, I'm not. Or I'm going to leave my wife for you, but then I'm not around. Up and down is a chemical process that happens that makes us dependent. Dependent. There's no true architecture of a relationship. You're not meeting each other's needs. There is no commitment. Just promises and lies. False hope. And up and down our chemicals go. We have stress chemicals and we have feel-good chemicals. And when we're stressed, we eliminate it. It's gone and the feel-good chemicals come in and soothe us. You keep doing this, doesn't work. Only stress chemicals, and they're massive, becomes dependent. Why do I keep falling for this? Why do I keep allowing him to do this? I can't even stand him or her. Why are you doing it? Sounds like somebody that I've seen on heroin. I hate it. I keep doing it. Don't know why. And I'm going to close. I'm almost done. I'm going to close with that, what stress does. But if you cheat now, today, you're more likely to cheat in the future. We are creatures of habit. And if this is what you're learning, to not be honest, to allow someone to not be around, I'm just saying like the spouse that's getting cheated on, you don't have your needs met. You're being neglected. It's not just proxy. It's not just because they're not home or they're on their phone in the bathroom. You're not getting your needs met, period. Stress. There's a problem. You're not fixing it. If we pick those morals up and move them out of the way, it gets easier. If you guys haven't lied for a long time, I hope you haven't. We've all lied in our lives, but we don't want to. We try not to as hard as we can. And we try to be mindful of it. And oh, that was not true. And we might tell people I lied. I said I wasn't honest. But if you start lying today, it will be easier tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. And your brain starts building a pathwork to do this. Your brain will always try to make you better at what you're doing. That's why we look at a compulsive liar that's lied their whole life. Oh my God, they're so good at it. How did they get like this? Well, their brains got better and better and better and better at it. If you start cheating, you'll probably cheat in the future. You probably will never be able to have a good, sustainable, successful, meaningful, purposeful relationship ever. Once a cheater, always a cheater. That's why. If your current boyfriend or husband had an affair on their past girlfriend or wife, be careful. That's what they know. That's what their brain's wired to do. They don't know how to have a successful relationship. And when they don't get what they want, they go find it somewhere else. They go stray like a dog. Women too. You're going to find men that physically, sexually cheat more and women who emotionally cheat more. You're going to find women that cheat with just on the phone. Regret, remorse, anger, bitter, can't trust, depression, anxiety, lonely, and alone are repercussions of being in cheating relationships. Either we are cheating, either we're being cheated on, or if we're dating somebody who's married. This is what we're left with. And this goes for everyone. Like I said, the cheater, the cheated, and the third wheel. The disease is caused, number one cause is stress. I have seen women who dated married men for so long, they got cancer. And I know it's from this. I know it's from this. I know it is. And guess what that husband did that promised them a future for 18, 28 years? I promise I'll leave my kids. Guess what he did? Relationship's over. I'm going to be with my wife now. I had a friend who dated a married woman for like 25 years until I just couldn't take it anymore. I mean, it was amazing. I could call him up and he just immediately says her name. Well, she's going to be leaving soon. She's leaving him. First it was when the kids go to college. He'd always tell me, I can't wait to be with her. When the kids go to college, we're going to be together. I said, no, that's not true. Kids were in college for a year. Called them up. No, she's going to leave him soon now. When they're out of college. No, she's not. Yeah, she is. 4 years later. Are they in college anymore? No. Let me guess, she's going to leave him soon? Yep. I cannot even begin to tell you the medical problems this person had. Migraines, ulcers. I mean, this guy turned into a frail little old man by 40. 45, actually. It's about 45 years old. And he was done. I mean, done. This guy was taller than me and weighed 140 pounds. He'd go to the bathroom every 5 minutes. He had blood in his stool, blood in his urine. Doctors can't figure out why. Stress. I couldn't imagine what that would be like. I've never done it. And I'm not judging anybody who does it. I just can't imagine falling in love with someone completely unavailable, unattainable, married to someone else, and goes to bed with them every night, wakes up every morning, says, I love you every day, and you just wait and wait and wait. I'm going to close with this. You'll never meet Mr. Right while you're with Mr. Wrong. I would appreciate any of you guys that feel comfortable enough sharing your experiences, and I mean it. This is a safe place, and you will not be judged. I don't care if you cheated. I don't care if you divided a family. We all make mistakes, and we all do bad things. We aren't bad people. We just learn from them and we stop. We don't judge people for the past. Something you're doing today, we try to hold you accountable, but we all learn. We try to learn, okay? So I'd appreciate any of your guys' experience that you feel comfortable sharing. Thank you very much. Anybody that watches this video, I recommend always read the comments. This is part 2. Part 3 will be out tomorrow. I'm going to get into some ways to identify this kind of stuff, married people and stuff like this, and what we can do about it. Thank you guys. Love yourself first. Anybody wants coaching, you can find me at daviddemars.com. Thanks. Bye.